That is me trying to. I got to sort that colour out. I mean, I'm a pale kind of guy, but not that pale. Good Lord! Happy Christmas! Literally, I'd got it all set up, everything. I haven't got many links or anything, but I've got a few memes to show you. We'll have a chat. Literally, I'd got it all. Say and search. Couldn't sort out pairing to hotspot off my mobile, but my mobile had about 5 minutes battery, which is weird because I'm usually a little bit anal with the old keeping my phone charged in case of emergencies. And I thought there won't be any emergencies Christmas Day, will there? And I'll just be able to jump out the traps and be with you. Let me have some water because I'm already growling. So morning growl. So that was annoying. I had it all set up, everything ready, and I thought, right, here we go. And monitor goes. First thing, monitor goes off. Second monitor, because this obviously has got a battery. Fan stopped, and I thought, you fucking joke. It might happen again. Look at me, it must be Christmas, just knocking back that water. Like there's no tomorrow. Oh, easy on that water, danger. You know, too much of that. You know what you're like. Let's do a bit of this. There you go. One simple flash. All right, Jay, how are you, son? Where are you? Who are you? And that's a question I want you to ask yourself. Is this all working? I can't. I've only just realised I can't talk. I don't know why. I think it's because I streamed for 5 hours yesterday. 4 hours, trying to get a little bit more out of it. Boom! Epic X drops $8.99 on the full old Happy Christmas all. And happy Christmas to you too, Epic X. Nice one. Very nice. I hope you're having a good one. As you saw, well, I don't know how many of you are. I know Cheryl Peters reads the description. But as I said, this is a stream for people who are alone, people who are in company they might not, they'd rather not be. Sorry if I've just said that out loud and it's now awkward because they're there. He doesn't like you much. But also, you know, look, I love my friends and family, but I'm very sensitive. So I am though. I feel like a Tumblr user. I have been diagnosed with hypersensitivity, which is great for being a creative, but terrible socially. Absolutely terrible socially. I just need time to myself every day. Like my missus, I mean, she's such a beauty, my missus. Like, you know, I got my Barnet cut. I like to get it cut before she arrives, but it's like 45 minutes, an hour, just over there. But when she gets here, she does 4 hours in a taxi from Phnom Penh. This is after being ill yesterday. First thing she does, drops her bags off, gives me a kiss. I pretend to be asleep so I don't have to wake up. And then she goes off. She's now getting all her hair done. She's got beautiful hair anyway, but she'll get a lot of extensions put in. She'll get her talons made for sensual times later. She does it every time. You know, it will cost her a fortune. It will take about 4 hours. And then she comes back and I'm like, oh, hello. But the reason I'm telling you all that, even the love of my life, if I'm with her all day, when she goes to bed, even if I'm like on my last legs ready for sleep, I'll just say to her, I need 2 hours, and I'll just watch a movie or do some writing, just a bit of time to myself, or not even to myself, because like this would count, but time when there's not another human near me that might require something of me. Boom! Nice one, Deadbeat Chest. Toot. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Dangerfield. Merry Christmas, Scrubs. Lots of love. And back to you, Deadbeat Chest. One day we're getting that avatar sorted. One day I'll find a way. But today, Well, I was about to say today I won't mention it. So was none day afterwards. Thank you very much, mate. Very kind, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here for a couple of years now, I think. Nice one, mate. Machano Caprusha Tutu. I am struggling. I'm gonna have to calm it down a bit. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? All right. Thank you, Deadbeat Chess, and thank you, Epic X. Hello, Packer. All right, Clark. White Dog Power. Emma. Sump. LC350. Hello, Unchained. Been a while. Manny Moo is lurking and peeling tatters. You in company, Manny Moo? Or is it you and your boy? I bet it's you and your boy, innit? Lovely. I'll tell you what. I wish I was having dinner now with my boy. Any age. Well, not any age. From about 4 to about 30, I'd be happy with. You know, I have few regrets, but not having a family. Or not even a family, but just having bread. Imagine having a son or a daughter in son. Sorry. But obviously I would love a daughter, but given the fantasy, it would be a son. Or both, that would be lovely, one of each. Imagine me now going, oi, you do some work, you lazy bastard. Sitting at that computer all day. Hello, Brad. Merry Christmas to you. Mr. Paul, Merry Christmas. Lumi's on the firm. Lumi, I heard yesterday. We had a bit of a stream yesterday, and I was saying, where's Lumi? It was probably just linguistic and historical questions. We needed answers, and you weren't about. And everyone was saying you were going to England or something. The War Kettle is having an amazing day with his wife, mate. Now, you needed a comma there because you're actually having an amazing day with your wife, mate. No, I don't know about a wife, mate. Not sure. Have an absolute cracker, Jay. JD Soulway of all people turns up. Look at that. He's even got a Lume. All right, Lume. All right, Aramas. Merry Christmas to you, mate. Yaff is on the firm. Hello, mate. Lovely to see you yesterday and lovely to see you today. Do they celebrate Kriemba in Cambodia? If not, what is the main religion there? Well, they're Buddhist, and they're really Buddhist, though. Like there's a Buddhist festival of some sort, probably at least every month, and they're observed, so to speak. You know, if they're like the big one recently was the Festival of Ancestors, the Festival of Ancients. I never know the right translation. And through parents passing it down, people know their ancestry back like 6 or 7 generations. And they hang these things up that look like they look like little dolls' houses, really, made out of wood. And they put sweets and little toys and things in them for the souls of their ancestors. Not to eat and play with, but it's like symbolic so that they know you're thinking about them. It's quite lovely, actually. But no, they're hardcore Buddhists here. You know, you see monks walking around all the time. Every day I'll see a few monks. And they're not like the monks in Thailand who are always on the ponds. In Thailand, you'll be at your hotel having your hangover cup of tea in the morning, and then there's 3 monks, and you think, wow, how exotic. Monks with shaven heads and orange robes. And then they're like, I'm like, you know, you can feel free to practice your religion, but you can fucking pay for it. Not really. I always give them, but what people do is tend to give them food, and they don't like that. It's a bit like when you're a kid and you do trick or treat, and they go, oh, wait a second there, young laddie, and you're like, wicked. And they come back with an apple, and you're like, thank you. Ungrateful. You ungrateful little bugger. Oi, Granny, do you know what bugger means? You might not want to call a 5-year-old that. So, yeah, they're Buddhists. However, Christmas is making its way here. And to me, that is not a good thing. It's not a nationalist thing. It's a globalist thing. You know, they don't know much about this fella. but they know it's a party and they know it's you give presents. But obviously, I've got nothing against Christmas. Quite the opposite. Me and my missus will have a little bit of Christmas later. Windy and Mrs. Me in it have made sure of that 2 years on the trot now. But actually, maybe I should get me my little Christmas tree up. But the problem is, Christmas getting here isn't Christmas getting here. There's no vicars here giving sermons. There's no vicars here telling people about the crucifixion. You know, it's just the corporations getting here and selling them shit they don't need. So that is probably that's not a good sign as far as I'm concerned. You know, they're Buddhists. They should remain Buddhist. They will remain Buddhist. I mean, although having said that, I've got a friend in the Philippines who's a Philippine bloke with a couple of kids. He's a Christian. But yeah, mate, there's 98% Khmer people and they're all Buddhists. I don't think I've seen a church since I've been here, you know, nearly 4 years now. Hello, Jess. Merry Christmas, love. Craig says, I think the chicks call it a bit of me time. Chicks never want me time. Come on, they pretend to when you first meet them. Look, listen, I'm a bit hypersensitive. I need a little bit of time to myself. Oh, no, me too. I'm the same as that. And you're like, no shit. They're like, yeah, I do. And I mean, I need to go on holiday alone. I do. I love traveling alone. Not to fuck people. If I wanted to fuck people, I could do it here. I could get on my scooter and be banging someone in 10 minutes. That's not the issue. I just like the experience of. I've trotted this line out so many times, and actually, I think it was who was it? I think it was the Fat Painter who talked about burns, and I responded to him in one of my Substack comments. But I like to recognise myself in the faces of strangers. I like to have no history with them, so I can be in the present. It's very present when you travel alone. And the girl's like, no, me too. And you're like, no way. I know, that's sweet. 3 weeks later, where are you going? I just need to get out a bit. Why? What? Why? Where are you going? I don't know. I'm just going for a walk. Yeah, but how long are you going to be? What? Fuck off. I'm guessing that's about your avatar. Merry Christmas to you, Yaf, as well. And you, Lumi. And you, Lee. Hang on, what's going on here? I've got confused. Hello, Lee. I have a few hours to myself every day. Doing your own thing gives you something to talk about when you meet up with people. There you go. You know what? That's especially true in relationships. Like me and my missus have a private life. That's why she doesn't live here. Like if and when we have children, we'll live together because she'll be looking after the children. But she will because that's what she wants to do because she's traditional in that way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't ignore them. Imagine. No, I don't know who you are. But if she lived here now, I can work, I can write, I can stream, I can do all sorts of things. She'll just be bored here, but she's renting another place in Phnom Penh. She moves in 3rd of January, I think. And that's why she doesn't live here. Because if she was to live here, every day you wake up and you're like, all right, what have you been up to? Just hanging around here. And even when she stays, like she arrived today, it's Christmas Day, and like I say, she's gone off to get her hair and nails done. She'll also have a full body massage and absolutely pamper herself. But yeah, it's really important to me. No relationship with me will survive unless there is that ability to have a private life. Now, that's not necessarily saying that's the only way of doing it. Some couples like to totally entangle their lives as one. And if that works for them, fucking brilliant. It's what works for you. It is Manny Moo and the boy. You got some nice bud there, Manny Moo. You got a nice bit of what have you got? A bit of wedding cake. Enjoy it and fucking enjoy your son as well. An absolute treat. Hello, Lil Bullet. Good to see you. Hello, Mr. MF. There's a way that can happen. What are you talking about, the kids? Yeah, I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later now. We were hanging out for the coof to get over with so that we could do a bit of travelling before we had kids, but it would appear that ain't going very far. Please do not start working now. I hope you can't hear that. Oh, it's not too distressing. I mean, distracting. There's 80 people here. Let me get the doors of Griftation open because I know some people prefer entropy. Oh, tell me you can't hear that. Well, you probably can, but I think I've got a directional microphone. This is the computer. This is a simulation. You are not living in your life. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Sorry, I just got lost there. Listen to my voice. The girlfriend likes it a bit husky, though. There's a story I'd love to tell you, but I just can't because it's so private. It would be such an overshare, but it's so sweet and cute, but really sexual and not going to happen. But maybe it's the sort of story I'll tell you in a few years. Once she's left me and run off with the kids. Fingers crossed. Oh, naughty. Steady on, danger. Steady on, son. Right, we're still a little bit blue. I'm moving that water bottle for Christmas. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Not today. Not on my watch. Just make sure the old clamor don't come down. We don't want a Christmas moon. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's a special day. Oh, God, that tired me out. Oh, getting old. Oh, you know, after the stream last night, I said I'm just going to do some writing now, and I'm in an absolute groove with my novel. And the last few nights, I've been getting loads done. Just as I finished the stream, I remembered I had to do some other work. Yeah, Christmas morning. I was up until about 4:30, 5 a.m. doing work. I was going, this is nice. On my own, working, Christmas. I was thinking, this ain't right. Dub power. Right, listen, people, I'm going to have to tone it down. Not tone it, turn it down, because you can hear I'm a bit... I don't want, by the end of the day, I don't want to be talking to my missus like this. You are, sweetheart. When I say she likes it a bit growly, I don't mean northern sausage seller. Come and get some of these lovely fucking sausages up, you darling. Oh, you love those. Pork and apple. Lovely. All right, Packer. Nice to see you, mate. Hello, Hans. Frohlich Weltschnachen. Frohlich Weihnachten. How good was that, Hans? Tell me, between 1 and 10, Frohlich Weihnachten. 4, 2. Josh Sean, happy Christmas, mate. Happy Christmas. What's the name? Lee James. A hair in the gate. Gonna say Merry Christmas again? Because there was only 10 people here when I said it last time. Nice one. The Killer GP. Killer. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Are you a lurker? Abstract Steve, moving. Moving, anyone? Morning smoothie going down a treat. Now, is that to replace the nutrition that you devastated last night with gin and beer? Dub Power's just up for it. It's Xmas Day. Now, I do want to stress at this early stage that I'm not an Xmas man myself. I know it's easier to write. But for the thumbnail, I really wanted to put the Christmas, but it was like, you know, typographically, the Christmas chill stream. Xmas just worked perfect. Happy Christmas, Abstract Steve. Happy Christmas, Corn Pop cheated. Oh well, we're going to have to watch that. Listen to this, people. In the entire history of this channel, which is probably about 5 or 6 years now, never before have I had the same video sent to me by so many. It's like Winston Churchill. Never before have so many people sent me so many videos in such a short space of time. I got Biden saying, "Let's go, Brandon." And the best bit of it, we'll have a look at it in a minute. The best bit of it is his wife. You see her afterwards sort of look down as if to say, she's got the face that says, "I'm so saddened by how humiliating this whole thing, this whole presidency has been for that vegetable I used to call my husband." It's really it's actually quite sad to see her face, I have to say. Hello, Zen Maverick. Only jab Vickers in the UK. I don't know what that means, but all right. Otto's on the phone. There you go. There you go. That's quite excellent. I mean, the Christmas is here. For people who don't understand, someone asked me if Christmas was a thing. Yaffle asked me, I think, if Christmas was a thing over here. And I said, Christmas is, but there's no religious sentiment. And I said, there's no religious. I'm laughing, but it's fucking tragic. I mean, what a rich, the symbolism, the stories, the whole thing. It's so much more powerful than Christmas. And don't get me wrong, Christmas is without a doubt, we should not lose that. It should be supported. And I think the money side of it should be, you can get someone a present that will break their heart rather than something that will break the bank. But we've got such a story there. And it's no accident. It's no surprise that side of things is being forgotten slowly. Hello, Jason. Happy Christmas, mate. Hello, Nyanthos. Good to see you. All right, Isaac. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Nyanthos. Oh, Isaac's glad he caught the stream live. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird time, but get one in. I just thought I'd get one in before Mrs. gets back. I mean, if she strolls through that door now, it'll be 5 minutes and I'll be off. But I think we've probably got an hour or so. Are you on your Jack Jones LC 350? I've done about 15, 20 Christmases on my own. Not all bad. A couple of them devastating, but many of them quite lovely. I'm all right on my own, really. I think it's a real fault of mine that I'm all right on my own. I'm all right in my own company. I don't need a girlfriend. I told her as well once. Didn't go down too well. But I think it's a language issue. I think not needing a girlfriend is more loving. I want one. I choose to have you. I wasn't out there going, shit, I want a girlfriend. I need a girlfriend. No, I went to a bar because I had a snooker table and loads of beautiful women hanging around. And pool table, sorry. And she walked out and I took one look at her and fell in love with her. And bless her, she went boss-eyed and went, hello, like she was Spicaka Retardo. She literally went, hello. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And I just thought, I love you. The sequin hot pants, fishnets and boob tube might have had something to do with it, and the ankle breaking stripper heels, but you can take all them off and still love her. So hello, Clark. Happy Christmas, mate. Oh, Clark recognises himself in every stranger's eyes. Oh, that's Roger Waters, is it? Good Lord. I'm not a fan of Roger Waters. I find it all a little bit teenage angsty, which is all right when you're a teenager. Aramas is the same way. Good friends will understand. Yeah, I think so. And a good partner will as well. Charioteer, hello, son. Been a while. I've been in a minute. Hope all's well, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Right. Let me get back to this grift. We'll get it out of the way and we'll be done. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the family. That's gross. Welcome to the cult of scrubbage. Here's how you can throw a few quid at the channel. You can become a member. You get access to loads of weird, funny, interesting badges. Members badges now. Ronnie's a good one. The little Dangerfield face is quite cool. There's a jogger, which is quite funny. And we also have private streams where we get everyone on the screen, and we have they're actually really good fun. Or super chat, that's a $sign at the bottom of the YouTube chat. If you want to donate but you don't want to give not a penny to YouTube, you can use Entropy, and I will put the Entropy link into the YouTube chat and pin her to the top. Hopefully. So Entropy should be up there. There's also SUBSTACK, which is like a monthly thing. It's like a Patreon, but they don't ban you for wrong think. I don't expect to get rich out of this. It's not a full-time job, but I do put a lot of time, effort, and passion. I am streaming on Christmas Day. I did stream on Christmas Eve. It was wicked yesterday. I really, really enjoyed last night's stream. Everyone was proper on form. It was really nice. Yeah, and I have to say you're a very generous bunch, and it's really appreciated. And that's the grift. I don't think I missed anything out. Hello, Della. You all right? You're on holiday in Seoul, are you? So how long you got there? I heard they took it down to 7 days. The killer GP says it's it's good to be comfortable. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I am absolutely fine with it. Lee Stone says, oh, hang on. Where's Lee Stone gone? Jess generally likes being by herself sometimes, though. Not to travel, though. No, I think it is a bit different being a woman traveling on her own. I remember I was weirdly traveling around Cambodia on my own about 10 years ago. And I met this girl. She was only about 18. Fucking beautiful as well. Beautiful girl. I mean, inside and outside. I don't. She just looked amazing. And she was traveling alone. And I just thought, whoa, if you were my daughter, I would be at home shitting myself until you got back into that house. Lord, no. Imagine your 18-year-old daughter going, Dad, I'm going traveling. All right, who with? Your boyfriend? No, on my own. Oh, where? Cambodia. I'll be putting some sleeping tablets in her drink in Minecraft. Minecraft? What the hell is that? Happy Christmas, Kevin. And someone said something I wanted to respond to. Lee Stone, hello, mate. My mate lives and works with his wife. How boring must the life be? Well, if it works, though, Lee, some people love that. I know couples who will not be separated, and they've been together like 20, 30 years. So, I think, and people look at my situation and think, hang on, that don't sound right. Whatever works for you, really. Some's done with them. Put him through hell. Yeah, they put me through hell as well. But I decided that I didn't decide. A therapist told me, and it made sense. She said to me, if I put you in a room with 50 women, within 5 minutes you'll be chatting up the one that's going to do you the most damage. She said it's just the thing we do as humans. You've got imprints and marks that will just attract you to certain semiotic conditions. And until you change that, you're going to have another psychopath. So I had to change myself. And lo and behold, then I met a woman who isn't yet a psychopath. Let's hope that statement ages better than I'm starting to think it might. Nice one, Bullet. Merry Christmas, one and all, and to you. What are you up to, mate? Is it you and the dog? But the thing is, your name is Little Bullet, so I should say Merry Christmas to you and your owner. Thank you, Little Bullet. Machano Caprusha Tutu. Oh, I'm having trouble getting to me. Oh, balls. This is all. Oh, God, it's all going wrong. What am I going to do? I've clocked that, Hans. I will deal with that. Una memento. And I've clocked that LC350. I'm dealing with that right now. The show will start in a minute. If you're new here and you don't know how it works, we will get there. We never start. It never starts. I see streaming people. LC350 drops a 10-bit in. Happy Christmas, Mush. He didn't even say that. He said Happy Christmas. Was that intentional? Because if it is, that's even better. Happy Christmas. Nice one, LC350. Happy Christmas. I'll tell you what, that reminds me. Thank you, LC350. Machano Caprusha too. It reminds me when I used to do a lot of acid. Happy Christmas. When I used to do a lot of acid when I was like 18, that was my 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, 19. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 were my acid years. And I tell you what, going down the boozer Christmas Eve on acid was a nightmare because everyone's saying Christmas. And of course, the first half of that is Chris. And when your hearing is already going, and everything anyone says, oi, 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 so you're in Chris, oi, Chris, you're just going, no, I feel straight. Yeah, quite difficult to negotiate. 8 pints of Guinness would tend to take the edge off it, though. A bit of amyl nitrate. Go on, it's Christmas. I'll tell you what. Thinners and LSD is a peculiarly good stroke bad and avoid it combination. That's a terrible thing to say, isn't it? Don't do drugs, kids. Honestly, an absolute waste of time. Loom is off for a traditional walk on the beach. Then presents will catch up later. Have a lovely. How do you walk traditionally? Do you sort of? Is it like? I'm going to suggest you do an untraditional walk along the beach. Like every third step, flick your leg out sideways. Have a nice one, Lumi. Happy Christmas, mate. Hello, Luke Shaw Music. How are you, son? Was it you that sent me you singing a song the other day? And you said something like, don't worry, it gets good at... and then you give me a time. I'm not sure if it was you or not. Lovely song, though. Brad can't hear much. Oh, you're talking about that noise. Well, it's stopped now. It keeps coming back intermittently, but it would appear that... it's gone. Put it on Substack. No, I can't. It's to do with my current missus, and that's not that. No, no. I'll give you a clue. She's a peasant girl. Yes, I met her spinning round a pole in a bar, but she's actually a peasant girl. And you can introduce peasant girls to things that they didn't know existed. This is awful. This ain't Christmas. Hello, Dennis. How are you, mate? Lovely to see you. Did you like that photo? I sent Dennis a photograph of the Scrubs. We weren't Scrubs then. I don't think we were we, Dennis? It was the Dangerfield's Chinese prescription. And I found a little photo of Dennis. I like Dennis as soon as I see him. Right, I've got to get this right. Hello, Lily Tarua. Yeah. That was all right, wasn't it? Oh, you've absolutely nailed it. My ex liked when I'd growl during. Yeah. My current likes it when I growl during. Yeah. Maybe it wasn't as encrypted as I thought. Yeah. Look at that. People are after little bullets, little trick secret typography style. Or would it know? Flourish. It was very bad. It was one, was it? Nice one, Hans. RMF is shit at buying presents. Well, here's RMF. I'll give you a couple of tips. For my girlfriend's birthday, not the one just gone, the one before that, I bought her 6 presents, building up in quality financial losses, mismanagement, and what she'd like. So the first one, something small, but that she'd still think was her main gift. Happy birthday, darling, I got you this. And she was like, oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Hour later, oh, darling, happy birthday. And it was something else. And then I built all that up to a lovely handbag. Like there was a branded handbag, which you can't get in Cambodia. They're all snides, unless you go to the posh mall, which I did. So building up every hour where they don't know there's another one coming is lovely, because each time they think it's the last one. And another one I'd done was a scents box. I bought this old Japanese box from a antique shop. I think it was up Angel and Islington. There's loads of antique shops up there, I think. There used to be. And then I filled it with something for her to touch, something for her to smell, something for her to see, something for her to hear, and something for her to taste. But really nice things. Like the thing I had for her to see was this old TV show she used to talk about a lot. And I managed to find it on eBay. Like someone had obviously fuck knows what they'd done, but they'd put it from VHS onto a DVD or whatever. And I dealt with them so that they'd put it on a USB, and I put it on that USB. So that was something to see. I got a bar of lovely soap from Lush. That was something to smell. I got one of those rain sticks, a proper one though, not the crap ones. Those rain sticks, when you turn them upside down, it sounds like it's raining. They're amazing. So quite nice, but has to be for the right person. If I'd have got that for this girlfriend, she'd have just gone lump of wood, lump of soap, USB drive. What? But that bird was a little bit more kind of creative and hippie-like. Don't like hippie birds. Read my story. I can't even remember what that one's called. It might be Poison Donkey Rides, to find out about me and hippies. Yeah, you just have to be a little bit clever about it. Because if you just buy them a present, I don't know. You have to know the woman, don't you? Or whoever it is, Skin Scar loves being on his own. There you go. So don't you want this tenner? No, likewise. But I do also love a girlfriend. I've always said I'll never have another girlfriend when I finish with one. But since I was 16, 8-year relationship, then a 2-year relationship, then an 11-year relationship, then a 2-year relationship, then a 6-year relationship, and now a 2-year relationship. Now, during those times, there's been mistresses, shall we say, but unfortunately, fortunately, romance, I'm a sucker for it. I love it. I get very bored. Even when I'm out, I had 4-year period where I was just out whoring or just meeting birds here or there, and it just leaves me a little bit empty. Now, I know that isn't the only option. Just because you're on your own, you haven't got to go to a brothel on Christmas Eve. Lee's having his first Christmas on his own and loving it. The thing with me is, left to myself, I go downhill rapidly. I'm my current bird gives me some responsibility, which I need in my life. And but I also do love being on my own. I'm just quite an happy chappy, really. I mean, I've got my problems. Obviously, as Alan just turned up. Let's see. Hello, Brian. Good to see you, mate. Hello, Ian. Planet X Hunters here. Nice one. Hello, Ian. Happy Christmas to you. Andrew French. What was she wearing? Brian brings us into Christmas with Roger Waters is pro-Palestine. Happy Christmas, Brian. Happy Christmas, Planet X. There you go. Look, Bullet's even giving it out. Here's the font. Look at that. I wonder if I can nick that now. I don't know if I can. Oh, you're all right, Ian. You and the old man, is it? LC350 says, I've got a landlady. It's like a girlfriend you don't touch. I think that says a little bit more about your girlfriends or your landlady. Oh, Rock Lover. Hello, mate. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas, Mr. Dangerfield in the house of Scrubbage. Hello, 42. Happy Christmas, mate. Happy Christmas, Mick. Hope you're all right, son. Ugly Truth is there. Merry Griffmas. Well, we had the Christmas Eve stream yesterday. Hans Verst. On Christmas this year, a baby boy froze to death on the search of his parents while they were on a party. Yes, they had a baby phone. Merry fucking hell, man. You don't leave kids at home. I mean, nice one on the 5-bit, but in the 70s you did. I can remember my mum and dad would go out, hardly party, and it would be like out and a house 2 doors down, and everyone knew everyone, so it was different. But there were times I'd wake up at like when I was 5 years old and go into their room going, and they'd not be there, and I'd be like, hang on a minute. Hang on. This ain't right. I'm your son. And then I'd just walk out into the street and listen for the noise and then just walk into a party where loads of adults were doing things that adults do. And I'll be like, oh. And I remember once there was this woman, I won't name her because she sometimes watches. And I remember she had this dildo and she was shit-faced. And she was just going up to blokes and putting it in their drinks and then going, and I was like 5 going, I'm kind of horrified, but I sort of love you. And then my mum would see me and go, oh, God. And I'll be there in my pajamas. No one's at home. And then my mum would come home and sort of now go, oh, it's all right. We're back now. And they'd wait for me to fall asleep and then fuck off back to the party. But seriously, everyone did it though in those days. And because you had a community, people would notice a kid walking around the streets. And I certainly wouldn't have left the street at that age. That's a terrible story, Hans. What a nightmare. Go on, leave the electric on today. maybe soon you can take the bar magnet off the meter. Scruns merry, scrun us all. Oh, you dropped us in with an odd one there. Nice one, Dub Power. Machano Caprusha Tutu. I don't know the bar magnet trick. I know the freezing 50p's. I know the 2 sides of foil on the 10p to make it a 50. I don't know the bar magnet. I know there's plenty of ways of getting into locks with magnets. Seriously. There's a big hoo-ha. Well, it's kind of old now. There was a lock that was made, and there was a very simple magnet exploit. That's what you call it in the trade, by the way, an exploit. There was a very simple magnet exploit. Put the magnet on it, move it up, solenoid done, job's a good one. And they found out about it. They were told about it. And they responded to the person, thank you very much, blah, blah, blah. And then manufactured about 500,000 more without doing anything about it. And then they sued the arse off them because they sold a lock that they knew was not fit for purpose. I tell you what, I could ruin your Christmas with lock stories. Last night I had to do some video marketing for a lock thing, and I was thinking, happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, lock patents. Good to get the old water down, yeah. Now don't forget people, I have got a bit of bud. Now, I don't smoke unless I've had a drink. And the missus got sick yesterday and she had a few drinks the night before. But she said to me today she only had 4 half cans. And last time she done that, she got very sick as well. I mean, she had a jab and I'm terrified. I hope that hasn't done any damage to her reproductive system. That might sound a bit selfish, but fuckers. She ain't having any more. And she said that as well. Anyway, I better not go down that road. Thank you, Dub Power. Happy Christmas, mate. Watching the telly said, I'd think she was a fucking legend. I'm so far behind. I don't know what you're referring to, but anyone that you'd think was a legend would be lovely. Hello, Chris. Hey, you've changed your avatar. Merry Christmas, Chris and Scrubblies. Pants Langford drops in a glad tidings. Hello, mate. Oh, Mr. MF, I'm so far behind. I don't know what people are talking about. Lee says that men can definitely be damage magnets to women. Well, the joke I used to tell, right? When it wasn't a joke, but it was a bit I'd use. You know, I'd say, you know, I've been out with 5 women, long-term relationships, and all of them were fucking mental, and they were psychotic women. And you know, I understand that the common denominator in those 5 relationships is them all being psychotic lunatics. So that was a little switcheroonie. But the truth is, you know, when you end up with another psychopath and then another psychopath, you know, jokes aside, you have to think the common denominator is me. Why do I keep ending up with these? Why do I keep ending up with this certain type of woman? Well, because I'm attracted to them. And why am I attracted to them? Why, you know, this does happen on an unconscious level. It really does. You know, you find that they give out signals. They give out signals to attract certain types of men. They're doing it as well. You know, most of the women I've been with have ended up with, certainly, you know, that they were looking to save me, most of them. They were looking to rescue me, and I didn't want rescuing. I wanted to carry on destroying myself, and they were mental. So it was only when I changed that I managed to find a woman who was different. But fuck me, when it gets to the point where you're going out of a woman who tells you she's got fucking cervical cancer, fucking hell, man. It's like the stuff of nightmares. And I just thought, again, breaking into my house, nicking my passport. Night before I was meant to be going to Thailand as well. Anyway, happy Christmas. How did we get here? Bushy, Lambert Dads. Happy Christmas, Aperia. Right, where anyone I haven't said happy Christmas to. Hello, Surf Apolot. I mean, well, if you're gonna, let us know. That's why you trip out loud. That's why you trip on loud parties in the forest so you don't understand the people around you. Okay. Now, I like tripping in familiar places. I was lucky to be at Dartington Art School because it had the grounds at Dartington Art School were amazing. Like they had a tilt yard, beautiful gardens, and they were our gardens. It was our art school. Say and search. I'll show you a bit. Hang on. But when I was living in London and tripping, I wanted to go to the supermarket. I wanted to go to the shopping centre. I wanted to be in our culture, dropped in the middle of it so that I could understand it. I could have a bit of critical distance because familiar things when you're on acid aren't familiar. So you get to look at them from an angle that you haven't seen them before. And I found that really engrossing and also very a real learning experience. When it's like when these people go out to Brazil to do ayahuasca or whatever, I'm always a little bit like, yeah, but that's not our culture. When you've got some bloke sort of running around, you're going, that's not your culture. What's it got? That's really going to affect your trip. And so you're going to have some weird trip that's basically made up of images you've seen in books about the Aztecs. You're just going to be drawing on all that stuff. Whereas if you've done it in your culture, it would have more of a relevance to you. You can do ayahuasca in the fucking Amazon, but that's their culture. Our version of that is doing acid in the supermarket. that fell apart a bit towards the end. Anyway, let me show you a couple of photographs of this was my art school grounds. So imagine dropping a few purple oms or a few penguins and getting to bowl around this place, knowing you were allowed to, and all the staff, everyone knew that it was an art school. They knew everyone was tripping. So there was no threat from the gathers, no threat from the gardener. All right, get out of my gardens. This was your manor. You were allowed to be there, which really changes things. Have a look at some of these. I'll try and get them suitably big. That's a lovely photo. I don't know how well you can see that, but look at that. See those trees there? I mean, that is Tripper's paradise. Have a look at that. Can you see? It looks like stairs going down there. Actually, I'll show you that one on the old... I don't want to ruin my memes. I'll show you that one. I mean, have a look at that for tripping. Fucking wicked. And there was all really odd things like little secret caves and William Blake etchings, and there was a couple of Henry Moore statues as well. It was ideal tripping land. There's the old Henry Moore there. See if there's any more nice photos of the tilt yard. You can't really see it in any of those. I mean, look at that. It was like being it was like tripping in Lord of the Rings, really. Oh, that's going to be really small and digitized, isn't it? You get the idea, though. And you see that hall in the background. That was the Great Hall. We went in there. You could just get in there at like midnight and run around in this sort of big old medieval banquet hall, which was kind of wonderful. And you got this kind of lark going on. Look, Tripper's Paradise, son. Tripper's Paradise. And there's a nice one of the tilt yard. I'll show you that. This is quite Christmassy, I suppose. Acid in the old art school. Lovely, huh? I mean, the trippers amongst us will certainly be going, oh yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Yeah, this is the tilt yard. So what you can see is that is mirrored on the other side. That's not just one side. That's it's another small one, bollocks. But that sort of step down lark is mirrored. Excuse me, is mirrored. Oh, this bit here, like steps, dum 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 dum. Then there's this flat bit at the bottom, and then dum 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 back up the other side. It was a real treat. I mean, to go from fucking Maidstone and rock up there was like nice. I've just realised I'm going to have to turn the Christmas tree off because if I run out of battery, me and the missus aren't going to have a Christmas tree later. That's it. That's our Christmas tree. I'm actually concerned that we won't have it. Who's turned up? Hello, mate. How are you? You having a nice one? Nice trees, Chris. Thank you. It was a beautiful place down there, really. Hello, Cloud Glass. How are you, mate? Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas to you, Plastic African. Have I said happy Christmas to you, 42, and the missus? How's it going around your place, Dennis? Are you there? Is it all a little bit... Are they looking at you like you're unclean? Should I keep my voice down? Have you got headphones in? Packer, hello, mate. Tommy Spade, Merry Christmas, Dangerfield and all here. Merry Christmas to you, mate. Salim Shady says, pods are better than vapes. All right. Okay. Alan! Merry Christmas, Alan. Hope you're having a cracker. I think Alan donated and I think I bloody missed it. Alan also said Merry Christmas, Scrubs. Let me see. There you go. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you, man. RMF, in reference to buying presents, he says, nah, man, I mean, I'm so shit at it, I haven't bought any. Oh, dear. My kids just got money from me this year. Yeah, but how old are they? I mean, if they're like, what, for anything over 12, they'd probably prefer money, wouldn't they? I mean, let's be honest. I can remember when you're very young, it was amazing. We had a big pile of presents under the tree and there'd be wrapping paper everywhere. And I can remember my mum and dad's faces and we were fucking skint. You know, I knew that they'd sacrifice for that. My old man would be working 10-hour days. I hardly see him all in November and December. And I remember him and my mum just they were so happy. And me and my brother were like, wow. Because we never got fuck all. You know, we didn't have anything. And then that year when my ZX Spectrum arrived, and that was about £110. And in 1982, that was a fucking lot of money for a working class, self-employed painter and decorator. He was out of the foundry by then. And the fact, you know, I kept telling him I'd love a Spectrum, I'd love a ZX Spectrum, and it was all a bit, yeah, you know, maybe we'll be able to sort something out with Christmas and birthday, all that lark. And I opened that box and it was a Sinclair ZX Spectrum and I was just, whoa. I mean, Santa Claus, but, you know, 12, 13, 14, they you know, independent is an exaggeration, but they're probably better at buying themselves stuff than you are at that age, I'm guessing. Obviously, I am barren when it comes to that. Thank you, Alan, for that donation. I hope you have a cracking day, mate, whatever you do. Manny Moo says, tatters, sprouts, parsnips, carrots peeled, chopped and ready for cooking. Time for a one skinner and a cup of tea. There you go, mate. If that's what you like, that's where you go. You know what? I know I rip into the stay highs a lot. And by the way, people, I've clocked those entropies. I'll have a look at those in a minute. And the show will start shortly. I do see myself, Manny Moo, when I'm about, if I live to 65, 70, I reckon I'll get back on the old weed, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just not, I've got things I need to do at the moment. It doesn't help with writing at all. I just write rubbish because I'm stoned. You know, if I had a stoner audience, great, but I haven't. Well, who knows? But I can see me being 65 and doing exactly that. Wake up. Have we got roof over our head? We got money. Is everyone all right? Yeah. Check. Grow it here because the climate's perfect. Put a little one together. No tobacco though. I do like a tobacco bifter, but it's a little bit poisonous. But then if I'm 65, really? So... But I suppose actually it would depend on if I was still with the missus, whether it put too much space between us. Who knows? Something to think about. Plenty of time yet. Well, enjoy yourself, Manny Moo, as I'm sure you will. Nice that you got your son there. Hello, Grego. Sorry, mate. I don't know what you're referring to, so I've kind of missed that. Jess says, sorry if I posted anything weird in the chat. My cat sat on the computer for 5 minutes. LC350 says, landlady back from work and brought her mate back with her, working from home. Oi, LC350, it's on, mate. It's on, son. Got a bottle of gin there. Go on. Hey, ladies. Since it's Christmas. Mush. There you go. I'm not sure whether you're happy or sad, to be honest with you. Hello, Albert. Lovely one, mate. Happy Christmas to you. Albert says, Merry Christmas, Chris and all the scrubs. Manny Moo says, any good cooks in here? Is it best to let the parboiled tatters cool down before roasting or roast them still hot? In my experience, no difference. The only thing I do know is better to cook them in goose fat. You can buy a tin of goose fat, probably not now, but that's the only difference because I think they're crispier in goose fat. But I've never noticed a difference between, and I've done it both times just because I was also stoned. Oh shit! I forgot to put the potatoes in. RMF says, yeah, you should see what he typed. Right, let's deal with a couple of super chats that I left flying. Hello, Dave. Happy Christmas, mate. Nice to see you. Hello, Livy. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, Paul. Women know how to compromise your locks. Yeah. Especially when you taught them how to. Skin Scar was always attracted to the good-looking witchy types. I've always been a sucker for a pretty face, and I do like a bit of crazy. But you know, there's as the mystery man JC said to me the other night. He said, "I like a bit of crazy." He said, "But there's, can you stop that banging, please?" He said, "There's crazy and there's crazy, and it is a fine line." But I think I might have got that one at the moment. Hello, Lindsay. Name Lindsay Nor. Happy Christmas. Yep, everyone's having a good one. Well, I assume they are. It's quite nice here. Hello, Mr. Natras. You're on your Jack Jones today, aren't you? Is that through choice? Oh, I've had a few of those, Paul. I've had a few of those. Jump on the train, drop the acid at Woolwich Arsenal. By the time you get out of Charing Cross, it's like you've arrived in fucking Interzone. Isaac Burrows has said we've completely lost connection with our traditional culture. The Celt, or is that the Celt? It's going to be the Celt, innit? I made a mistake there. Grego says that's actually cultural appropriation, not wearing a sombrero on Halloween. You switcheroony, you cheeky little bugger. Oh, so I'm on the messages where you're still talking about the tilt yard, aren't you? Yeah, it's lovely down there, Dennis. A waterfall of grass. It really was as well. It really was. Bleeding holograms. Hello, son. How are you? Happy Christmas, mate, to you and yours. Love a good acid story at Christmas. Have I ever told the story? I think I must have done. It was the first ever story I told as a stand-up comic and the last ever story I told about having sex with a disabled girl while I was tripping. Fucking hell, that was a weird one. Like full intercourse, actual coitus. 100% penetration. I still know her. I still know that bird. I still say hello to her and that. What? What, like in the street? She lives over here, does she? I mean, like on social media or the occasional email. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're all right. No, it was beautiful down there. Exactly, Jess. It was lovely. Hello, Telford. Happy Christmas, mate. And what was lovely about those Dartington Gardens they were ours. You know, it wasn't like, oh, let's sneak in here and have a laugh. They were our gardens. It wasn't like you were taking the piss. Skin Scar done mushrooms on a beach in Bali. Remember every second of it to this day. Very intense but beautiful. I had a hello Loki, happy Christmas, mate. Hello William, happy Christmas to you, mate. No snow in Cambodia. It's 32 degrees, mate. But fingers crossed. Listen to this, Skin Scar. This is a second-hand story, but one of my best mates went to India with two mates, right? Now, this is. I'm on those super chats and I'm on those entries, people. I'll just get this out of the way and I'll tell you. I'm falling so far behind the chat, and I want to engage with everyone because it's Christmas and that's nice. Oi, stop it! Oi, Soina! And I'm back. So there's three of them. One of my best mates and two of his mates. Now, one of those mates is a little bit of a, what would you call him? A normie. There you go. So they've all done a load of acid. I think they're in the Parvati Valley in India, right? Now, if you know the Parvati Valley, it's fucking beautiful. That's where all the charis grows. If you don't know what charis is, you're a part-time stoner. Get out. Charis is solid Indian hashish. But it's the only hashish in the world made from the unripe flowers. So when the female flowers start producing THC, the Indians, they wash their hands, they go up to the unripe flowers. So the flowers have got about 3 more weeks till they're fully ripened. And they go up to the flowers and they just go like this, up and down the stem of the plant, until they can feel nothing coming off it. Then they snap it and it's dumped and they sell that off to people to make edibles out of, right? Then they go to another one. After about an hour, their hands are covered in this sort of black goo, and they scrape it off and they roll it into tollers, which I think is about 5 gram, a little 5 gram toller. And that's charis, one of the finest smokes in the world. It's because it's a landrace strain. It's never been selectively bred. It's got the perfect balance of CBD and THC, and it's got one of the most complex ranges of terpenes out there. I mean, if you're a smoker and you've never had charis, try and get some. It tastes different to every other solid hash. And it's I think charis is predominantly sativa as well, or sativa, however you want to go there. But I remember the first bit of charis I ever had, and I thought, this is someone brought me a toller back from India. Well, they bought about 5,000 tollers back from India, but they give me a couple. And I remember I had that first biff, and this was when I was a stay high. And as I was smoking it, and it was coming up, it was washing over me like. I remember thinking, this tastes like heaven. This feels like heaven. Smells like heaven. And then my first thought then was, and at some point this is going to run out. And then I'm going to be smoking soap bar again. And I just remember thinking, what am I going to do? I can't go back to soap bar. Sorted it out and all. Ended up with about $400 in about 6 weeks' time. Oi. You want to go to India for holiday? I've got some work for you. And you'll be, in those days, you'd pay £15 English pound a gram for charis. I think it's a bit cheaper now on the internet. But if you do buy charis, some of it is almost perfect black. some of it has got loads of little bits of green in it, which is leaf, and that's not the best bit. But let's say and search. I always rip into stay highs, but let's give them a little bit of something they deserve. Here, this is something for the stoners. On Christmas Day, I'm actually going to help do something for the stoners. There you go. So there's the hands. That's the hands covered in the, and that, of course, is the THC and the CBD and the terpenes. That's scraped off, rolled into tollers. They're tollers. That's a toller that's been rolled into a ball. And to get it off your hands, you have to sort of, you make a ball out of it and then you just push it on your hands, and it a little bit like blue tack, really. And I'll tell you what, I can smell it. Just looking at those pictures, I can smell it. That's a very good bit because it hasn't got a lot of greenery in it, you know, a lot of the old leaves. Whereas that bit, for instance, you can see it's got a lot of, oh, sorry, people, here we go. So that bit's got a lot of leaf in it, you can see. Whereas this bit has got very little leaf matter in it. And there's the tollers. And they're that shape for a reason, unfortunately. I mean, you can see that's very green, which is probably a little bit underripe. But I tell you what, if you're into your weeds, there's nothing like, oh, and that's Manali. That's Manali Charis, which is considered the best. It's quite something, the old Charis. Yeah, there you go. And that was my Christmas presents to the stay highs, because I do whip into you, and it's not deserved. Hello, Mike. Happy Christmas. Nice to see you. Nice one, Melvin. Much appreciated. Merry Christmas, everyone. So happy you didn't quit the show, mate. Much love from Catford. Yeah, me too. Badly managed. Should have had a break. Got drug problems, and it all went shitty. But yeah, no, thank you. I'm so happy as well. I love it. I love this channel, and I love you lot. So yeah, nice one, Melvin. That was a lovely thing to say. And happy Christmas, and happy Christmas in Catford. Do you know about the Catford cat killer? True story. Bloke was going around Catford finding stray cats and killing them. My editor is was writing a book about it. I don't know if he's still doing it. Nice one, Melvin. Machano Caprusha Tutu. Hello, Tim. Happy Christmas, mate. I'm so far behind. Zen Maverick, thank you very much, mate. If I win the lottery in 2022, we can all spend Crimbo on the Black Pearl Super Yacht Scrub Pirates. Okay, I'll hold you to that. Come on, people, channel it. Channel Zen Maverick winning the lottery. Thank you, Zen, for that donation. I'm gonna have to lose a few donations. Here in the gate says, parboil your potatoes the day before. Good Lord, that's organisation. Nice one, Mr. Natras. I remember my cousin would read out ZX Spectrum game. Oh, yeah. I've got a little story about this. Would read out ZX Spectrum games programs from magazines. I'd type them in. It took ages and they rarely worked. All you had to do was miss a comma and it was screwed. Thank you, Natras, for the Mr. Natras, for the donation. I'll tell you a little story. So what people won't realise here is in the early days of your home computing, like your ZX Spectrum, before that, the Auric 1. No one had an Auric 1, though. I think actually Gaffney might have done. But you would have magazines like Interface or Sinclair User, and they were knocked out. Not Sinclair User, Interface was knocked out on a Gestetner. Not the ideal copying process for code. And even after that, with real magazines, there'd be this drawing of like a spaceship, like with its laser cannons, and another spaceship exploding and planets in the background. And it would be called something like Astro Adventure Mega 5 Super Extreme. And then there'd be pages and pages of code. Now, the code is basic. Beginner's All System Instruction Code. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, my whole family got involved, Graham. So my mother, who could touch type, not so easy on a ZX Spectrum, especially when you had to go symbol shift caps, that button, and then get your chin for the fourth one. So we didn't know anything about basic. So we'd be sitting there going, 20, if inky string equals A, then let B equal A plus 1. Enter. 30, go sub 1000. And then when Graham says it would take ages, you're talking 2 or 3 days to get one of these games in, right? When it's finally done, at the end it says, then press run and enter. And you press it, boom. Return without go sub. And you'll be like, oh. So then you had to find the return, because that's a subroutine. Wherever you put a return in without a go subroutine, right? We didn't even know what that meant at the time. I learned that after. So you finally sort that out after going through every fucking line of code and then reading it along with the paper. Run, enter. Variable not found. Oh, drop me out. Go through the whole page and the whole code again. All right, here we go. And then it'd be another one. I can't remember. Nonsense. C. Nonsense in basic. You're fucking telling me, mate. I've been here 5 days. After about day 6, you'd finally run it. And this Astro Wars Mega Supreme with this spaceship and the laser cannons and this explosion, it would be the addition sign going beep, 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 beep. And there'd be an L, literally the L from a keyboard over this side. And you'd have to move it up and down to try and hit this addition sign. But you took turns. So it was like the computer would go beep, and then you'd move the L, beep, you'd move the L, beep, you'd move the L, beep, move the L, beep, move the L, boop. That was it. That's it. But you'd love it. You'd absolutely love it. They were magnificent days. I have to say, they were magnificent. And without all of that, you know, I'm in e-commerce. I'm now streaming. I can use Paint Shop Pro version 8. I've never been taught how to do anything on a computer, but just from getting a ZX Spectrum in 1982, I've never been. I mean, I'm a little bit scared around them occasionally, but you know, I run a business that uses the internet. I do a stream that uses the internet, and I thank my parents for getting me that computer, because without a doubt, it helped me be part of the modern world. Chrissy! Fart and tart and tay, Christmas tart and tay. Yeah. You thought I missed out Christmas, didn't you? I did. That's why I had to do a double. Nice one, Chrissy. Circumstance, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, I was okay with it yesterday, really. It was a little bit sad, but she's here today, so no dramas. Abstract Steve, give your spuds a shake in the pan with the lid on. It will make bits that turn crispy. I think what he means is it's going to bash up the edges a little bit, and there's potentially more chance of them getting a bit crispy. Nice one, Lindsay Noel, for the super sticker, Machano Caprusha Tutu. Nice one, Packer. What's happening here? Mrs. Packer parboils tats, then deep fries them, then puts them in the oven, and they are lovely. Fucking hell, man. Oh, excuse the language on the birthday of Jesus. That's a triple cooked tater. Good Lord. Props to Mrs. Packer. Hello, Mrs. Packer. Get him in there, do some work, love. Or is it not worth it? Thank you, Packer. Happy Christmas to you and yours. Loki thinks it's going to snow here today. Well, there. It's funny you say that, actually, William, because all the new live resins, from compression and that. I suppose Charis is the original live resin, isn't it? Now you say that, because it carries on curing once it's been rolled. I don't know if that's why you were saying that, but because it's all about the live resin at the moment, isn't it? Some of that stuff is white, fucking white. But I suppose that the old Charis is the original live resin. I'm never going to smoke for a film. Oh, there you go. You corrected it. Yeah. I don't like chillums though, but apparently you're meant to with Charis when you're in India because it's traditional. Well, the thing is, those tollers come in all different sizes, didn't they? These weren't 10 for sure. They certainly weren't 10, but there's no such thing, is there? I mean, you can roll any soft hash into a ball and tell your 15-year-old punter that it's a temple ball, but there's no actual history to temple balls. No, this comes from Tibet, proper temple ball. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's a bit of squidgy black you rolled in a ball, you cheeky bastard. You've had a bit of Charis, have you, Lee? No, it's wonderful, isn't it? See you later, Telford. Back to the chaos. No, Charis is nothing like squidgy black. Good Lord, no. You could not have two further apart hashishes. To all my days, you ain't getting a Kia Charis for $200 now, mate. Fucking hell. You're looking at about $5,000. But if you can get it to England, you'll sell that in 2 days. I could sell a kilo of Charis from here in England in 2 days. In deals, not as one. No, that's what happened to me, mate. I grew a load out here a couple of years ago, had one biff and had to go to bed and never again. I had a little bit the other night, but I was half pissed. And it was literally 2 tokes. Well, soap bar's jank, innit? It's Moroccan. It's just not very good quality hashish. Anyway, enough of the Christmas hashish, although I brought it up. Let me get on and deal with those. Oh, hello, Brian. That's very kind of you. Did you ever use the Britain farmhouse? Oh, yeah, it's not called that. Now you've thrown me. Oh, sorry. While you were in Maidstone, I thought you were. Oh, there's a farmhouse, Barton Farmhouse in Dartington. Did you ever use the Britain farmhouse while you was in Maidstone in the Zeros? Sure, it was you. I watched Pull a Bird, and I was amazed with your pickup line. Maidstone was a mess, but it wasn't in the Zeros. When I was in Maidstone when I was 18, years 17 to 18. So you're talking 88 to 89, I think. But I did pull a lot of birds in Maidstone, and really sadly as well, just for company. Just didn't want to go home on my own. And always ended up fucking them, and always thought, this again. Yeah, just out of loneliness. But I wasn't in Maidstone in the Zeros. I was in Maidstone in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s. I had dreadlocks at the time and army clothes, but quite a few people did, if I remember. Actually, not really. I was slightly ahead of the curve by about 6 months. Nice one, Brian. My pickup lines were just, do you want to fuck? I'm very bored here. Would you like to come to my house? All right, Gaffney. Hello, mate. Woodsman, hello, mate. St. Nicholas. Oh, you get me in all sorts of trouble. Britain Farmhouse is in Gillingham. We're getting very confused here, aren't we? Look at that. Gaffney says, same here. My nana bought me a ZX81 in 81. It changed my life. I had a career in IT. And for the youngsters watching, listen to this. That ZX81 had one kilobyte of memory. One. One. Don't go buying alien items. Then you're breaking the law. Then the old gaffers will start coming for you. Marzipan says, bash your spuds with a hammer. And they mash potatoes. Hello, Doc Shelley. I got your message. I replied. Lovely to see you. Happy Christmas. Hello there, R4 Lights. Happy Christmas, mate. White Christmas in way high. And I'm way high. Look what you've done, you cheeky boy. Hello, VC. Still getting adjusted to the new apartment. Whenever I try and cook potatoes or anything, the guy down the throws a tantrum. Yeah, you need to get shot of him. 1 degree where Loki is. Fuck hot knives, man. Good Lord. Maybe when you're 14, but they just rip your throat to pieces. Tie sticks, a bit of everything. That little bit of red lace round them. Not lace, a little bit of cotton. Sometimes green. Hello, Scott's Armour. Morning, Dangerfield and chat. I just wanted to jump in and leave a like and wish you all a Merry Christmas, friends. Have a good one. Speak soon. And you, mate, look after yourself. If you're not following Scott's Armour, nice channel. Good people. In the UK, yeah, exactly. That's, yeah. Were you moving it? 200. Did you say 200 in India? Where was that? Kerala, did you say? I can't remember where you were. It's lovely stuff, though, Skin Scar, let's be honest. Gaffney says, do you like chicken? Hello, John. Happy birthday. Fuck knows why I said happy birthday. I was reading the comment above you, made in a bath. And I think that's where it come from. Yeah, no, there's no plastic in Charis because, you know, it's wrapped in plastic to stash. But Dinosaur Trees has got the coof. Oh, I hope you're all right, love. You'll be all right. Nice to hear from you. Let the husband look after you. Let him make the dinner as long as you can eat. RMF says this is a lovely Christmas stream. We're just having a chat, aren't we? Right, let me deal with those super chats. Our Power used the line, you want to fuck a few times. Yeah, it works because some women do. Why wouldn't they? You know, they're women and they like having sex. I mean, you've got to be a little bit easy on the eye and relatively clean. Although a couple of birds used to put my boots and socks on the window sill and shut the window because of the trench foot. I lived in a anyway. The old Spectrum, that's it. Plug it in the back. Weren't even that good. Right, let me just catch up on a couple of super chats. Marzipan, ZX81 taught me how to code and be economical with RAM allocation. It fucking had to be 1K. I've been using those techniques most of my professional life. Great toy. Yeah, they were great, man. Absolutely great. Brian says that Britain Farmhouse is now a Thai restaurant. Right, let me go over to entropy and we'll do a bit of this. Right, the show's going to start shortly, people. Why have I got all that Charis on the screen? Oh, my voice ain't holding up too well. Right, we're going to have a look at some memes in a minute. but I just want to deal with a couple of entropies. Very kind of you all. Happy Christmas, entropies. All right, 1 second. I don't know when my missus will get back, but when she gets back, I'll probably have to wrap it up. But I think we might get another hour, half hour. I've done that one, done that one. All right, we're all good. We're all good over there. That one can be shut. That one can be shut. Where are we? Listen to my voice. What's happening? Here we go. All right, the show's going to start. I'm going to show you some memes in a minute. Nice one, Mr. MF. Drops a 10-bit. Merry Christmas, Danger and Scruffs. If someone has a meme and it's not too late, how would they get it to you? Right, Mr. MF, it's not too late, really. You email it to chris@chrisdangerfield.com. I'll just put it in the chat. I'll put it in capitals, but it obviously doesn't have to be. So there you go. That's my email. Oh, check this out, people. Thank you, Mr. MF, for that 10-bit. And also, when you do that, or if you do that, put meme in the subject. And also, just one. So many people have sent me hundreds. Here's another one. Here's another one. Oh, I don't know what the best one is now. You choose. And I'm like, please pick one. But we've got loads in. So it'll be a good show. That'll be in a few days. So yeah, people, you've got time. If you want to make a meme for the Scrubs meme explosion super phalanx gun stream, get them in. See you later, Andrew. Take care, mate. Have a good Christmas. That was Mr. MF. Thank you very much for that 10-bit. And I also want to do... Oh, this is a weird one. What's happened here? What the bloody hell's going on here? I don't remember any of this happening. Oh, hang on. Andrew French. This is a weird one. Sorry, mate. You might have already gone, which is a bit of a pisser. Andrew French said, off now to be sociable, and wish me luck. Good luck, Andrew. Sorry if I missed that and you've already gone, which chances are you have. Have a cracker. Good one, mate. Nice one. Thank you for that. Take care. I need more agua. I think we should have a look at some memes. I've got some good ones here. I hope Andrew saw that. Right, here we go, people. I've got some memeage for you. I tried to keep them if not Christmassy, certainly topical. This is quite good. The show's going to start shortly, people. Here's 220 showing 221 around the workplace. I'm telling you, man, memes have taken over the role of stand-up comics because stand-up comics aren't allowed to say things anymore. That's brilliant, isn't it? All right, couple more. Now, obviously, that is the infinity sign, but it also looks like a Mobius strip. And we've had Mobius strips on this channel before. We actually made a couple. And it's only got one side, which makes that even better. I won't bother reading it out, but you get the idea, don't you? Marzipan thought it was pronounced Mimi. Oh, dear. Dub Power said, what's meme? Oh, come on. Yes, but I think it's also a Mobius strip by the joke. Maybe it isn't, but there you go. Hello, Scorry. Happy Christmas, mate. Thanks for that. Appreciate cuckoo. Otto said that looks accurate. It's great, isn't it? Right, couple more. I racked up for you people. A couple more. This is brilliant. Come on, that is excellent. This is why memes are brilliant. They have replaced stand-up comedy. And I mean that. It's not a flippant comment. I had a long think about it. You know, you can still get away with whimsy. You can still get away with a bit of slapstick, but you can't make any political comments as a stand-up anymore. That has long finished. Now check this out. I've just found this, which is interesting. That's a cracking meme though, isn't it? Look at that. My travel plans 2021. Expectations, reality. Fantastic. Now, I've just found this. Blasto by Fullo. And it says caramel and crunchy chocolate. I'm going to give it a go, and the missus is going to be gutted that I've got Blasto. But I quite fancy it. Sorry, darling. Already I know that ain't chocolate. That's chocolate flavoured candy. The cover compared with what you get. This is such Cambodia. Actually not too bad. Actually really good. I don't think she's going to... No, it's more like a... Bye. Now, if I hide the wrapper, she might forget. Imagine her coming in. There you go. There you go. Exactly that. Exactly that. But like a crap one. Prototype. Imagine she comes in and goes, "Where's my Blasto?" The dual-faced monkey thinks that was a good move. I'm feeling so guilty now, though. No, it was a good move. Look at that. Well happy that I nicked the missus' chocolate. No, not a picnic. It was a toffee crisp. Toffee crisp for sure. Right, the show's going to start now, people. If any of you lot ain't on my Substack, link in the description. Totally free. Stories. Real life stories from my lovely life. If you put your email in, subscribe. Every new story I write will be emailed to you. It's a really cool way of supporting this channel. If you don't know why it's a cool way of supporting this channel, you might actually read the stories because they're very good. I've had loads of good comments. They're getting loads of reads. One's had about 7,000 now. Some others have had 4, 3, 4, 5,000. I've only been on it about 5 months, I think, maybe 6 now. It helps support the channel because the more people read them, the more people subscribe, the more Substack might even ask me to do one of their little chats or something. They might push me forward a little bit, but also I'm allowed to advertise my novel when it comes out on my Substack. So it's a good way of helping support the channel. And if you like absolutely hideous stories, they're fucking great. It's taken me... I started writing when I was about 16, so it's taken me about 35 years to get it to a place where I would say I'm happy with what I'm writing. So there's 35 years work in that. So Substack, link in the description. I would really appreciate you subscribing because I like people reading what I write. Right, let's get back to the memery. We've got a couple more here. Don't worry, people. We'll get the show on the road in a minute. This is good. Can you still read that? It says, Cooth virus. Austria bans all gatherings of more than 5 people. Families of 6. He's got his little toy gun. Look at him. Isn't that mad? I mean, come on. Look, I'm not a scientist. Obviously, I'm not a scientist. All gatherings of more than 5 people. How do you draw that arbitrary line? If your family's 6 people, right? Who do you leave out? And people will be having to make that decision. Right, okay, everyone, we're all coming around for Christmas. Me, Dennis, Peter, Karen, Joan, and Mark. Then you get that rule come out. Someone can't go. Someone can't go to Christmas dinner. And I'll tell you what, I was listening to Greg Johnson on Millennial yesterday, and what he said, I agree with in full. And we're not going to get too political today because it's ridiculous. But this is what he said, and I totally believe him. This won't stop. This isn't going... Hello, Arklow Rocks. Happy Christmas, mate. This is what's going to happen. It's never stopping, right? This is just a disease now, or a virus, or whatever you want to call it, that is part of the world. Whether you believe it was made in a lab or not, doesn't matter. You know, much like all the other ones we had come out in the 20th century. You get rid of some, new things arrive, doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. There'll be booster 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 a year, 5 a year, 6 a year. Can't do this, can't do that. And slowly, the general population will just think, I've had enough of this. And slowly people will stop going for their boosters. Slowly people will stop wearing their masks. Slowly people will stop doing what the government tells them. And it will just slowly sort of peter out. And I honestly think that's what will happen. This is just being exploited for the massive amounts of money that's in it. So, of course, they're going to drag it out for as long as possible. But, people die of things. And now there's another one. But that's it. And I honestly think that's how this will play out. They'll keep telling us this. Already, you must have noticed people who, when it started, were like, fucking hell, I ain't going out. No, I'm not. I'm only going out once a month now. And now they're sort of like, I don't really think about it much anymore. And that's what will happen. They're just going to rinse it and rinse it and rinse it until people are like, nah. When it first came out, it was a Three Stooges stream. And I said, I doubt this will be much about a virus. I said, this will be about information. This will be an information virus. That's what this will be about. I called it, and I'm having that because that's pretty much what's happened. Little Bullet, nice one, mate. They're playing Poke the Bear. Yeah, nailed it. Mr. C says, danger, you are not accounting for what's going to happen. Pretty soon, a lot of people will lose work altogether. The conditions are being primed. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just giving you my opinion. But, so what's going to happen? There's no bricklayers, no plumbers, no window cleaners, no electricians, no tradesmen. Not enough tradesmen, not enough window cleaners, not enough anyone. So when it's like, come on, you've got to have 4 more this year, and people are like, oh, fuck, I feel like shit. I have ever since I had the first one. No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. The economy needs small and medium enterprise businesses. Even the corporations need a certain amount. They're just rinsing it. Of course they are. Yeah, but Ugly Truth, listen, I agree with you. Ugly Truth says no school for kids. Yeah, but homeschooling is illegal in Germany and France, I think, and in England. I think you've got to jump through a few hoops. They don't want people homeschooled. More homeschooling will be better for the people. So if that's a payoff, fucking great. More homeschooling would be better. Another thing, you should watch it. If you didn't see it, people, I really like Greg Johnson. He did say he'd come on my channel once, but it kind of petered out. I might hit him up again. He speaks a lot of sense. He oh fuck, what did he say? He said we should do away with the universities altogether, and I tend to agree with him. And I think universities will disappear in like the next 10, 15 years. Because, you know, I used to say that, you know, if you're doing a STEM field and you need laboratories and things, you need access to equipment, sure. But you can just go to a business and do an apprenticeship and get access to equipment. You know, with all the fucking affirmative action and all that, you don't even know who you're getting. Oh, you got a degree from Harvard, have you? Brilliant. Well, it was 20 years ago. It might as well wipe your ass on it now. Anyway, a little bit more memery. Let's not get too down. Marzipan is Jack Johnson every time I say Greg. Nuts. I like Greg Johnson. Well, Wolfie says find your own work. Exactly. That's what they do out here. No welfare. If you can't get welfare if you haven't been vaccinated, that will be one of the best things that have ever happened to Britain. Because you watch people get off their asses and start generating wealth. And that starts making communities. Brilliant. You know, this could just explode back in their face. It'd be amazing. Mr. C says, Danger, you are never wrong. I can assure you. Happy Christmas, everyone. I've got to go now. See you later, Mr. C. Take care. William Nicholson says, practical purposes, farming, yeah, all sorts of things. RMF says, let's not end this stream early, Chris. Well, I'll go until the missus gets here, but it is Christmas Day and she is excited. So, you know, once she gets here, I mean, let's not waste time talking about it, how I'm going to end it. All right. A bit more memery. I picked a few more crackers for today. These are the Christmas crackers, the Christmas meme crackers. There you go. Can you read that? I'm not going to read it out. Let me know you can read that. Oh, we're already engaged. We're already engaged. She already wears an engagement ring and a wedding ring, but I'll get her another wedding ring. And I've got an engagement ring, but it's in England. And I don't want to risk sending it in the post because it was my nan's and shit. My nan had her wedding ring and her engagement ring made into one for me. Hello, Sally. How are you? Have you got them all there today? Or are they too old for all that home for Christmas lark? I don't know how it works. All right, well, that one people can't see or don't get. No worries. I can't be explaining memes. It's all a bit complicated. Here we go. You'll get this one. Hang on, let me drop that out. Nice to see you, Sally. Happy Christmas. Hello, Tavern. Happy Christmas to you, son. Oh, Tavern, you cheeky bugger. I've just seen what you've done too. I'm not sure that makes you a cheeky bugger. Now people are going to get to see what goes on behind the scenes. A little bit of that, little bit of that, little bit of this, little bit of that. Bish, bash, bosh, ching, chang, chong. Oops, a Chinaman. Here, where'd you go wrong? Tavern drops 25 in. Nice one, mate. Merry Christmas to you and the missus. Gotta have at least one Boris meme, especially this time of year. Tavern, you cheeky boy. You know I don't do this kind of thing, but I will for you. Thank you, Tavern. That's very kind of you, mate. I'll just grab it. Hang on, how do I do this? I've got to be a little bit careful here because I don't have my own Twitter account. But I can wangle it. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's gone a bit blue here, isn't it? I'm going to put a couple of lights on. Give me a little bit of an orange tone. Oh. That was by my mouth, by the way. It wasn't most delightful. Oh, give me a little penis, say hello. Less of the little. Right, how do I work this out? I get that. I'll put that over here. And then I make that go like that. And I stop that there. I do that. And then I make sure the audio is good. Right, here we go. This is from Tavern. You should get audio. Unfortunately, I can't make it any bigger. I'll tell you what it says. It says, whoever decided to add David Attenborough narration to this needs to get some sort of award. And if you can't see, it's Boris Johnson cleaning a chair.
You might think that this is some kind of circus trick for which he's been specially trained, but not so. He is doing this entirely on initiative. He's seen others doing it, and he's copying. And that ability to imitate, as well as to use tools, is something which started...
I can't even hear the audio myself, mate. Oh, I know why, because I haven't got my headphones in and I haven't got it all sorted out. Let's try again. Right, let's try again. I was thinking, it's a joke that there's no audio. Right, we should be okay now. Man, I need a piss. Right, let's try again. We should be good this time. So it says, whoever decided to, I can't make it any bigger. Whoever decided to add David Attenborough narration to this needs to get some sort of award. And it's Boris Johnson cleaning a chair.
You might think that this is some kind of circus trick for which he's been specially trained, but not so. He is doing this entirely on initiative. He's seen others doing it, and he's copying. And that ability to imitate, as well as to use tools, is something which started among monkeys, but has been brought to a much greater level. You might think that this is some kind of...
Yeah, good call, Tavern. That's brilliant. Fucking hell. Imagine having the nous to remember or to go and find a clip of David Attenborough talking about that. Nice one, Tavern. Yeah, it's brilliant. Nice one. Thanks for the donation. And that was cool. Cool meaning. Right, here we go. We had a look at that one. Where we go, this one. This is really good. It's only a little bit of fun, this one, but it did make me laugh. Have a look at this. I mean, it's going back a bit, but it's still funny. Day 18 of lockdown, filled the dog with helium. Meme magic is awesome. Look, just brilliant. Memes are the new stand-up. That's brilliant. The memeage on that. Right, couple more. Don't worry, we'll get the show started in a minute. In quotes, once Coof is over, he's starting to sound a lot like when I win the lotto. Okay, we've got a couple more. If you don't know the movie The Shining, you ain't knowing anything about this. A couple of weeks isolation with the family. What could go wrong? And I also chose that one, of course, because it's Christmas. A few days with the in-laws. Yeah, what could go wrong? All work and no play. Nice jacket, though. Okay. And this has just made one scrub, if he's still here. If you're still here, can I out you as this? That is that's a scrub cat. But if he doesn't want to claim it as his, I won't grass him up. That was a really nice email I got this morning. He said, here, scrub cat. But it looks like he's not here. But there you go. Incredible. Lovely little picture of someone's cat. It's got to be a Christmas dream when you're showing just a cat picture. Manny Moo. Brilliant, Cat. Gaffney says, when are you going to get Photoshop? I've been using Paint Shop Pro version 8 for years, and it does all I need it to do. So if I was to get, I've tried Photoshop, I'd waste so much time learning how to use it, and I don't need it. You know, I don't need it. So that's why. Right. I need a wee. And while I go to the wee, it's today's toxic masculinity. Now, unfortunately, I can't. Oh, I can play the music. I think I can play the music because it's part of the YouTube audio library. But then it changed. Oh no, these are all part of the YouTube audio library. Now, this is a weird one. This is 9 minutes long. I'm not going to play all 9 minutes of it, right? This is today's toxic masculinity. I don't necessarily think all the women will appreciate this, but I'm gonna take. I've seen this. I think this is one of the most beautiful women that ever lived, and she's pretty based as well. So for Christmas, as a gift to the men here, this is today's toxic masculinity moment. Now, if YouTube yeet me, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, but it would appear that all the music is in the YouTube audio library. There you go, you lucky people. I'll see you shortly. Ian, I don't think she had surgery, did she? She just got old. I think she got old rather graciously. That's more like it. Just a beautiful woman. Look at that, no makeup. Well, a bit of makeup, but beautiful. Just beautiful. Women are gorgeous. I mean, the thing about Bardot as well is she defined the look of an era. And she's cracking in the movies. If you've never seen a movie, one of Bardot's movies, she's absolutely cracking in them. Real sense of humour. There you go, King Corona. There you go, RMF. Yeah, she did. She was known for her blonde. These are early shots. Good Lord. Just scruffs rising. We'll move it on to some later ones where they're a bit more iconic. My God. I mean, come on, don't be silly. Are you joking? Just incredible. Wow. Yes, Fabian, I think so. Beautiful. Well, these are the later ones. This is when she got famous, really. My God. Where would we be in the world without beautiful women? Oh, that was a bit of a chip of a nice dress as well. Wow. Come on, look. Fuck's sake, are you joking me? My God. It's reminded me of Private Benjamin. Wow, what a photograph. Amazing. There you go. That was today's simp hour. Someone said, can I recommend any movies of I think Love, it's either Love Is My Profession or I think Love Is My Profession. Shalako, Contempt is another classic. Great stuff. Absolutely incredible. Right, where are we going now? Oops. What's happening here? That won't mean to happen. Yeah, Contempt is great. Shalako. Love, I think it's Love Is My Profession. And the classic and God Created Women. They're great movies as well. They're absolutely fantastic. They're really of the era. I mean, imagine making a movie called "And God Created Women" and getting cast. Imagine, excuse me. Imagine being someone makes a movie and it's called "And God Created Women" and you're asked to be the lead role. Incredible. If you're a woman, obviously. It's ma'am. Well, it was Christmas, and I didn't want to have people fighting. Really, I really like Brigitte Bardot, and I don't think she did get surgery. Ian, I could be wrong. There's always a chance I could be wrong, but I don't think she did. I think she got old rather gracefully. I mean, you get old, you know. Grego says I should play the DOA vid of my childhood memory. One in the chat if you want that. I'm happy to play that if enough people want it. I'm quite happy to play that. While you're making your mind up, hang on a minute. While you're making your mind up, if you know Dominic, do you know Dominic Tarzinski? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. The based as fuck Polish Euro MP. The bloke who said, how many Muslim immigrants have we had in Poland? 0. How many Muslim attacks have we had? 0. Well, he got up in the European in the European Parliament. Check him out, Dominic Tarzinski, being absolute. I mean, thank fuck for Poland, really. I didn't want to get political, but it ain't really. It's just based. Check him out, Dominic Tarzinski, ripping it again. Absolutely ripping it. Why haven't we got anyone like Dominic and his crowd? Why haven't we got a Viktor Orban to vote for? Check this out. Let me know you've got audio.
Thank you, Madam President. Obviously, this mechanism is...
Did you hear that? He said, thank you, Madam President. And there's an incredible bit here where he even says just this mechanism is a fucking political joke. Basically, he says that. Right, audio good. Here we go. It's only 1 minute and 15, but enjoy, people. Happy Christmas from Dominic Tarzinski.
Thank you, Madam President. Obviously, this mechanism is just a political tool, so I'm not going to get into it because everyone knows that this is a political tool. It has nothing to do with the rule of law. So I'd like to give you a message from the majority of Polish people. The message is very clear. It has been out loud 7 times in a row. Polish nation rejected your ideas. Polish nation rejected your ideas of leftism. So you have lost 7 times. Mr. Biedron would confirm you have lost. Polish society rejected you 7 times. So to let you know, Poland is number 1 with unemployment. Poland is number 3 with management for women. And Poland is number 1, Eurostat, it's your data, not ours, is number 1 as the safest place in Europe. So before you're going to judge, just before you're going to point us with your finger, maybe you should think about Sweden and the rapes on women by illegal migrants. Maybe you should focus on Germany, which is number 1 with all these crimes coming over from illegal migrants instead of Poland. This is real democracy, and this is not our data. This is Eurostat. Thank you.
This is real. This is real. This is your data. I mean, look at the state of Germany compared with Poland. Can you argue? How do you argue against that? There's only one argument against the Polish situation. One argument. The liberal one. No, we need to help these people regardless of what they do to our nations. That is the only argument you can have against the likes of Dominic Tarzinski. One. No, regardless of all those problems, we need to help these people who've travelled through God knows how many safe countries to come and take our tax money. That's it. There's no other argument, is there? I mean, offer me one if there is one. He's excellent. Doesn't it make you envious? Doesn't it make you jealous? And it should. It should. Why haven't we got politicians like that? Why haven't we got people who will stand up and speak the truth like that? And basing it on their data, that's the absolute chadness of it. This isn't him coming in going, "Oh, I've fiddled the figures. I've did all the numbers." No, this is your data. This is information you've provided. We're smashing it in Poland. Imagine, Poland's far from perfect, but I know where I'd rather be given the choice out of all those places. And yet, how convenient that there's troops all amassing on the Ukrainian border. I bet Poland are thinking, "Oh, this is a bit fucking close to home. That ain't going to last, though. I can't see that lasting because I can't see the communists in America lasting, to be honest with you." Right. In all my time as a YouTuber, I've never had so many people send me the same video. I think I got this morning about 25 times, and I saw it on Salty Cracker last night. Now, I'm not getting at you for sending it to me, because if I didn't see it, I'd have been gutted. But it's only 20 seconds long. But the bit I want, let me just check this is the right version of it. Hang on. Whoa, hang on. Yeah, this is the right version. You'll all know what it is as soon as you start seeing it. Joe Biden and his daughter, wife, did like a weird call-in thing or some shit, and of course they got trolled to fuck. But when that dozy computer Daisy Bo Jiden doesn't quite get it, look at his wife's face. The pain of the utter humiliation. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I know people who've got people with dementia in their family, Alzheimer's, and it's horrific. One of the worst things you can go through. But, if you've got that situation, don't be the president. Don't expect to, at least have some basic standards. And she looks absolutely humiliated. And so she should, because this is the president of the United States. It's not a fucking joke. Anyway, this is a joke. Check it out. Awesome. What a Christmas gift for everyone on the right. Check it out. Let me just check you've got audio.
Yeah, I hope you guys have.
Yeah, did you hear that? A bloke went, "Yeah, I hope you guys have a." Yeah, let me know you had that. Yes, Corey, it's excellent. No, absolutely, Dennis. I mean, that's all he's got left. It's a little bit like there's when they first discovered. Thank you, people on the audio. When they first discovered left brain, right brain differences, one of the reasons they learnt about left brain, right brain was there was a bloke, and he was a navvy. And there was an explosion when they were digging through a tunnel, and a bit of train track went through his eye and through his brain. But it only went through, I think I get this bit wrong because it's been years since I read the book, but it went through his right brain, I think. It went through his left brain, and he could still talk and things. But as he slowly deteriorated, as his left brain, which is like logic and spatial awareness, maths, numbers, as it slowly deteriorated, his right brain, which is emotions, creativity, language, started to dominate. And so he walked to hospital, this bloke, with a bit of train track through his brain. And they couldn't believe it. And they've done experiments since where they've divided the two brains, and people can still talk and things, but they show him they show him a drawing of a square, and they say, "What's this?" And the person doesn't know. They just go, I don't know what it is. But then they say, "Draw it," and the person just draws a square. It's really weird, that whole left brain, right brain thing. But anyway, this geezer whose right brain took over and whose left brain started dying, all he could do by the end of it was swear. You know, he got really aggressive. He was just like fuck, like Tourette's, because he'd lost his he'd lost the natural balance where you get to kind of filter who you are. Really interesting question. That's a book called I think it's just called The Right Brain, but I imagine there's been a lot more written about it since then. I'll see if I can find the actual book and I'll put it in my Telegram. If you're not following me on Telegram, link in description. It's worthwhile because I sometimes put things in there that I've talked about on streams such as this. But that book about the history of when they realized that there was a right and a left brain. So when Dennis says he is still an evil bastard, I agree. You know, I think, you know, and it's a terrible thing. And I've seen this, and I'm not taking the piss out of anyone who's got people in their family with dementia. You know, I'm such a candidate for it. The amount of fucking chemicals I've pushed into my bloodstream, and the lack of sleep I get. tick. But you know, one of my mates' dads has got dementia, and he's a moody, rude, grumpy bastard. You know, his son looks after him all the time and tries to take him out for walks, but all he can do is be an arsehole. Really? That's all he's got left. He's sort of like, fucking cold out. And you're like, should we go and get some food, or do you want to pop into that cafe? What the fuck for? And he's like that 24/7. Because that's the bit that's left. And when Dennis says Biden's an evil bastard, you know. Anyway, here we go. Happy Christmas. It couldn't have come at a better time. Check it.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas as well.
Merry
Christmas, and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey, by the way, where are you in Oregon? Where's your home?
He's gone, you dickhead. Look at her. Look.
We lost him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful.
Can we just, he doesn't know. How do you not know about Let's Go? He doesn't know. Let's be fair. He's not, you know, he hasn't cleverly deflected that by going, yeah, let's go, Brandon. I agree. He doesn't know. He doesn't know about the biggest meme of the century because he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't. She does. She looks down and she's sort of like, this is very sad. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. I agree. Yeah, let's play it again because it's beautiful. And the way he's trying to talk to him afterwards, as if he's still there. The geezer just went, let's go, Brandon, and hung up. And him and his mates are having the laugh of the lifetime. I bet he couldn't believe he even got through. Hey, where are you from, man? You in Oregon? No, he's just said, fuck Joe Biden, you dozy twat. Again.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas as well. Merry Christmas, and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey, by the way, where are you in Oregon?
Look at her boat race.
Where's your home? I think we lost him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, my love. How are you? Oi.
Okay.
Give us a kiss. Take that off. Lovely. Happy Christmas. Oh, you been shy? Give me a kiss. Come here. All right, I'll be with you in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah. Well, it would appear the stream has come to an end. I've got a couple of other things to show you, though. I think I've got a couple of other. Oh, no, I haven't. That was actually perfect timing. Let me just check my entropy. Oh, Tavern's dropped another. Oh, hang on a minute. That's interesting. Because, yeah, I saw on Salty Cracker yesterday that Twitter are trying to. Oh, okay. How are we going? Good call, Tavern. Hang on, people. Let me sort this out. This is well done, Tavern. Darling, I'll be about 10 minutes.
No.
No? I've got to finish right now.
No.
No?
Right now.
No.
Why?
5 minutes. Hang on. Happy.
Happy Christmas today.
Yeah, say it to them.
Happy Christmas, my friend.
Right, hang on, Tavern. That's a great call. I will sort that out. Hang on. How do I get back there? Right. Thank you, Tavern, for that 10-bit. People, I'm just sorting this out. I have to be a little bit careful because I don't have my own Twitter account, so I have to use a work one, but I can't jeopardize that company by exposing that. But check this out. Now, this isn't what Tavern, thanks for that 10-bit. That's really appreciated. And also, thank you, Packer. Nice one for the 10-bit. Got to go. In-laws are here. Have a wonderful Christmas. See you all soon. And you, Packer, and you, Mrs. Packer. Absolutely lovely. Gone bong. Right, so listen. I was watching on Salty Cracker yesterday. Apparently, Twitter were fiddling the numbers because Let's Go Brandon was trending like a beagle and it just kept disappearing. But then it just kept coming back. And I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'll have a look into it later. But have a look at this. Have a look at this. This is excellent. I haven't even seen it, but it's already funny. Check this out, people. This is from Tavern. Thanks for that 10-bit, Tavern. You should have audio okay. I will have a little audio check.
Let's go, Brandon.
Right. Did you hear that? Did you hear Biden say, let's go B? Hello, Pags. Oh, LC350. I put a photo of yours on the stream earlier. Did you hear him say that then? Yep. Okay. Here we go. Check this out. So I haven't seen this, but it looks hilarious.
Merry Christmas and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey, by the way, where are you in Oregon?
Merry Christmas and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey, by the way, where are you in Oregon?
Merry Christmas and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey, by the way, where are you in Oregon?
Just looping it. I agree. Fuck Joe Biden. I agree. Oh, nice one. Very, very presidential. I agree. And then trying to style it. Are you in Oregon? Is it still trending? What have we got? Well, weirdly, I've got the Vietnamese and I've got the UK. How do I change that? I don't know how to change that now. Right, hang on, people. Hang on. We'll have a bit of this. We'll go a bit of new shoes, I think, for the out. I would like to totally agree with Bizarre, wasn't it? Right. Thank you, Tavern, for that last one. Much appreciated. I don't think I've missed any more over there. We're all good. We're all good. Right, people, my missus is here. I've got to go. Listen, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, whatever you want to do, if it's going well, if it ain't going well, little bit of acceptance, little bit of gratitude. There's people having a lot harder time than all of us, I can assure you. And life can change. Life can change dramatically. I was a homeless street junkie. And a few years later, I was running a business and getting $4,000 suits made. Now, that ain't about money, but it's about the way things can change. So as long as you keep committed to the cause of your one life, and if you play it right, one's enough, as long as you keep committed to that, as long as you can identify the things you can't change and identify the things you can change, you can do something about it. And you're all amazing people. Lots of love. Happy Christmas. Look after yourself. And I'll do another stream when I can. Take care, people. Bless you all. Happy Christmas. See you soon. Comments on the screen.
I'm stupid, I'm lazy, but in the discotheque I still look crazy. Love me, baby, I only tell lies cause the truth escapes. Summertime, we can get new shoes. I'll have prom and you can get the blues. Summertime, we can get new shoes. I'll have brown and you can get the blues. You can get the blues. Don't worry about my heroin addiction. It's on its line. I need you. Love me, and I'll feel the same again tonight. Summertime, we can get new shoes. I'll have brown and you can get the blues. You can get the blues. You can get the blues. You can get the blues.
Bless you all. See you soon. Hi.